Hey everyone. Well, I just found this uh, State of New Mexico chart of accounts and wondering, look at all these cash warrants. What is all this? Um, I think we should investigate New Mexico a little deeper here. So let's look at this. Have you ever seen something like this for your state? And have you ever wondered, what are these accounts for? Why does it say A, B, D, M, H, V, K, L, P, O, S, warrant? What is that? I think New Mexico needs to come forward and tell us what they're hiding. Let's keep looking at this. These are all the account numbers. Look at this right here. Doesn't this kind of interest you about your own Supreme Court's on there? First Judicial District Court, Second Judicial District Court, Third Judicial District Court, Fourth Judicial District Court, Fifth. Look at all this money that we're pouring into these courts. And what are they doing for us? Really, what are they doing for us? They're dividing our families. Look at this one, Office of the Attorney General. There's even an account for them. And let's just keep looking at this. Oh, look, right there. Children, Youth, and Families Department. 0038A. Crime Victims Reparation Commission. That's the agency that was supposed to be protecting my daughters. And that's the agency that said that first my daughters qualified for the $20,000 victims reimbursement, and then all of a sudden, when I exposed them, my kids no longer qualified. So who's really corrupt here? And this one right here, Governor's Commission on Disability, Disabilities Planning Council. How do we really get an account for disabilities when you don't honor a disabled child when they're in foster care? You don't care about them or their disabilities. Explain that, New Mexico. Explain that, really. Let's keep looking. There's a clerk trust account. So the clerk doesn't just get, and there's another one. They don't just get a paycheck like we think they do. They actually have a trust account. DVR. Place is supposed to help people find jobs when they're having difficulties. They don't help people find jobs. Oh, look. CYFD for fax. They shouldn't even have an account for fax because they don't even honor the real facts in a case. We know this because they're crucifying me because I'm exposing them. This one at the top, what's that? Controlled disbursement. Why do we need a controlled disbursement? What is this? DDA ACH wires only. Doesn't that make you curious what your state is hiding? This is for New Mexico. But I'm sure every state has one of these. There's Tucumcari at the bottom. Valencia County. Twice. And I can guarantee they're not even going to prosecute the people that killed my brother Anthony. They're going to just ignore it. It's going to be water underneath the bridge. They're going to wait for that person to kill someone else. Maybe a judge. Maybe a police officer. Because that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for more criminals to commit crimes. Look at this right here. Trust account for Lincoln County. Trust account for Torrance County. Why so many trust accounts? This is where the racketeering enterprise takes place. Court clerk trust account. There's another one. Second court clerk trust account. Why do we need so many if we can't trust the system? Why? Penitentiary of New Mexico. Okay. What is all this? Why is there so many Chase accounts? Chase. Court Civil Trust account. What is that? Why would you need to fund tobacco? Central New Mexico Correctional Facility. That's in Las Lunas. Just think about it. Delinquent property taxes. They even have an account for that. I mean, our state is making money off of every single thing. Look at this. SSA payments. 7732A. That's probably, I don't know what that is, but what's this right here? Royalty account? Why do we need a royalty account in New Mexico? And let's see, there we are. Child support enforcement. And I just told someone yesterday, I told them, whatever you do, don't pay nothing to this agency, because this is not, so you don't support the child, and you know that. You're not supporting these children. They're not getting this money. These people are not buying the kids clothes. They're not buying them food. You know that. When you have to go and pick up your kid and raise them and take care of them because they already got the money and they don't want your kid no more because the money's gone. I mean, New Mexico's charging for everything here. Everything. Look at this. Blind vending machines. Investigative account. They're even charging for the FBI to investigate. Right? Look at that. Family plan. Is that for health insurance? Just makes me wonder, because there's so many accounts. Oh, what is this one up here at the top? Premium account? General fund. General fund for what? What is that? This one up here. IRS payroll tax account. There's just so much. There's so much. Let's keep going. There's more warrant accounts again. S warrant account, O warrant account. What is that? This is kind of creepy. Operation Game Thief account. Client emergency fund. Client medical travel. What is that? Makes you wonder what they're really doing with our money. Makes me really want to hear and see these accounts. And is this why we have so many banks? There's another one again. Court clerk trust account. It's just very interesting to me that there's another court clerk trust account. Remember we were talking about how they run this racketeering enterprise, how we have trust accounts. And there's so much. There's another trust account for Sierra County. There's another court clerk trust account. We don't know for what. There's a trust account for YDC. When it should be closed by now. It should be closed down. There shouldn't be no prison for teenagers. You're not going to get a teenager to do nothing by imprisoning him, by putting him in jail. You, as a governor, need to get these kids to work. Teach them how to work. Teach them how to live on their own. What's this? JP Taylor resident account. Another crime victims fund, but for who? How many crime victims do we have in New Mexico that don't get justice? We have a state police division account. For what? The state police doesn't do nothing. They don't even want to come and meet with you and hold CYFD accountable. Yes, a couple days ago, an officer told me that my kids were in custody for a reason. No, they're not. They're in custody because CYFD is retaliating against me. All they had to do was stamp my paperwork to prove to Social Security that my case was closed, and they refused to do that. The judge refused to do that, and that's because she knows she's not a real judge. Because a real judge would stamp your paperwork and close your case and not want to see you in their courtroom again. And there we go. We have one for Sequoia Adolescent Center. Treatment center. What treatment are you giving kids or teenagers in that place? It's the most abusive place. My brother went there. God rest his soul. This right here. Why do we have court clerks as trustees and they have an account? I would like to know that. Court clerks should not be trustees. Look at this one. Trust and agency account right there. No, we don't need a trust and agency account. We've had enough racketeering in New Mexico to last a lifetime. They have case numbers. Look at this. They have case numbers with DOT. Look at that. That's a case number. More trust accounts for Socorro, for Catron County. Look, this is why I'm telling you. Drug testing trust account. Why the hell do we need a drug testing trust account? I mean, our governor is basically wanting everybody high on cannabis. Because everywhere you turn, there's a cannabis store open. And she's approving medical marijuana cards like crazy. I mean, just look at this. Another clerk trust account. You don't even know for what county. Maybe it's Clayton County. Look at that. The Downs at Albuquerque. And how many people go to the Downs casino to gamble? How many people? That's kind of funny because my boyfriend's mom, she loves to gamble. So she goes to the Downs a lot with her boyfriend. So if they only knew that the Downs has an account. They have an account in New Mexico. There's another court clerk trust account. And just keep this going. Pre-prosecution program. Why do you need that? Why do you need something? If you're going to prosecute someone, you have all the facts, you have everything you need to prosecute them. You don't need a program for that. You don't need an account for that. And there's another court clerk trust account. Again. And another account for Valencia County. And then I mean, just look at this. They're at the top, too. Another court clerk trust account. And we wonder why New Mexico is so democratic. That's why. Look at this. What is all this? Other receivables. What are they hiding in this? What are they hiding? And look at this. Look at how they label this. So you can't track it. Due from other state agencies. This is how you prove that they're a racketeering enterprise. Look at that. So they're connecting with other agencies, other states. And that's what they're doing. And this is why I keep telling people, stop going to these courts. You're wasting your time and you're wasting your money and your voice. Protest for them to close down until they're forced to close down. Look at all this right here. Look at all this. Taxes receivable, accounts receivable, unbilled accounts receivable, loans receivable again, accrued interest receivable, allow for uncollectibles receivables. I mean, they're just making shit up here of how they can get more money from the people. And I know you can say, Monica, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. That's what a lot of people say, right? That's the new way of dismissing everything, is to tell someone they don't know what they're talking about, or they're just talking like, we know poor Kanye West is out there struggling, paying all his millions to Kim Kardashian because, why? He's not studying his constitutional rights as a father. He thinks he needs to keep paying into these courts. Look at this for Rio Rancho. We have how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's keep going. Oops, sorry. Here's the page before that. Sorry about that. This one. Sorry about that. This one kind of concerns me. This one really concerns me right here. Because, what is other assets? What is other assets in New Mexico? Whose assets are they holding? Are they holding my mother's assets? Are they holding my grandmother's assets? Whose assets are they holding? And I think you should look this up for your state. And question this. Question all these accounts. I know this is probably going to be one of my longest videos, but I really feel like I need to do this. This right here, contracts payable again, warrants payable. Why are we having accounts like this? This right here, doesn't this concern anybody that has properties? Look at this, capital leases payable. Look at this one. Clearing HSD child support 54. What is that? Why are you doing that? Why are you using children for accounts? Because these children are not getting supported. They're getting passed around from home to home. There's no stability for those children, and you wonder why these kids are so angry. I mean, I'd be angry if I had to wake up in a stranger's house and hear all the bullshit of, oh, your mom doesn't love you, your dad doesn't love you, your family doesn't love you, we love you. No, you don't love that child. You love the money you're getting for that child. Because once that money stops, the love stops. And then you want to kick that kid out. This one, what's this one? NA out of balance. That's kind of weird. There's another asset. What's this right here? Net pension asset. And I'm sure New Mexico has a lot of excuses about why they have all these accounts. They have tons of excuses. This right here, interest rate swaps. Why do you have an account for that? I'm really curious about that. At the top it says again, other assets. Now let's go to the next page. Look at this right here. Native American water settlement pay. And how many Native Americans are not getting nothing from that account? How many Native Americans in New Mexico are getting nothing from that account? It's just there accruing more and more funds for the state of New Mexico. Correct me if I'm wrong, and really correct me. When I say correct me, I mean go and get the proof that you're not using Native Americans to make an account to get money off of them and not be held accountable for making money off of them. Just like you're doing with the ICWA court cases that you made up, using Native American children or natives just in general. Because now it's not just Americans, it's Native Americans that, you don't want no one to know their rights. You don't want no one to know that they have parental rights. You don't want no one to know that these courts are fake. That we're a racketeering enterprise. This right here is kind of questionable too, due to federal government per year. Just due to other state agencies. What are they paying these other state agencies? And why? Why are they doing this? Doesn't this make you wonder about your state? This one right here. This other. There's no name. It's just blank. See it? 400A other E. They have different numbers for these accounts. Like this one, restricted PPA. Restricted FBGOV. Is that Facebook? Does Facebook have an account? Or does Facebook have several accounts in New Mexico that we don't know about? This right here. Contractual services. What is that? Contract. This one right here. Deposits held for others. Who are you holding them for? How many people in office are you holding those accounts for? This right here, lease liability. What is that for? People that are doing what they want with our housing, with our shelter. Let's keep going. Look at all these taxes. They have accounts for taxes. Bingo and raffle, 3% tax. Do you still want to go to play bingo? Knowing there's an account for it? This one right here, uncollected winnings tax. What are they doing with that? What is this right here? Daily bed surcharge. Are they charging for the shelter beds? Are they really? There's other account. Oh my gosh, look at this. Alcoholic beverages. They have an account specifically for you to go and get drunk. There it is. Cannabis excise tax. They have an account for cannabis. So, I mean, how does that make you feel knowing about these accounts? To know, look at this. They're charging our farmers for dairy, for cattle, for sheep, for hogs. Probably for their property. How does that make you feel as a farmer to know that there's accounts for those animals that you're raising on your property? Because I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. This one right here. Death and birth certificate fees. Why do we need that? Why do we need fees for our death and our birth when we are either dead or alive and there shouldn't be no fee for it? Once you die, you're not going to come back and live, so I mean, just think about it. Look at this one right here. Sheep sales ring, dairy products, cattle sales ring. When God comes, all these accounts are going to go because, God did not make the world like this. We didn't have to pay taxes for all this stuff. Civil action filing fees. Driving school fees. There's just fees for everything. Tobacco dealer's permit. The top, bingo licenses. Gaming tax, registration certificates for what? We don't even know. But they're charging. New Mexico's making money off of us. Look at this space stuff. You still believe in space? I don't. I don't believe in space anymore after looking at this and seeing this, that they've made accounts for space. If space was really real, we wouldn't need accounts for it. You just would not need accounts for all this stuff. Sheep inspection and brand, horse inspection fees, cattle inspection fees, hide inspection fees. I mean, what is all this? This is what the state has been hiding. Custodial and rental assessment. And they really don't even care if you're homeless, so why do we have that? I mean, just take a look. Take a look, people. Take a look. More space accounts. 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't it make you wonder? You live in this state. Land royalties, they have 2 accounts for that. Doctor surcharge, so they're charging for doctors to work in New Mexico. And they have accounts for that too. Is this gift, other gifts and grants, what is this? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that mean agencies can give other agencies gifts of money and not tell us? What are they really doing here? Is that why they don't care when your family owns property and they can charge you as much rent as they want? Or they don't have to fix the home. They don't have to fix the tile, the heat, the closets. They don't have to do bug spray. This is probably why there's no justice in New Mexico. There we go again. Sale of their fixed assets. 1, 2, 3. Even for jobs, look. There's 3 accounts for jobs. I mean, just think about it. This is what your state is doing to you. There we are. COVID-related administrative leave. COVID-related, I don't even know what that is. COVID-related time worked. COVID-related hazard pay. They're making accounts for COVID. So, and our legislators are getting paid a lot of money here. Board and commission member meals and lodging. Board and commission member mileage and fares. So Lori Colbert was right when she said that they get special funds. He was right about it. So thank you, Laurie, for bringing this to my attention and showing me that our states and our officers, they do have money to help kids and families, and they just don't want to do it. They don't want to help them. It's just easier to call CYFD to remove kids. And then once CYFD gets involved, they're not going to really protect the kids. I mean, they've been open for over 30 years, and they continue to not protect kids. Look at that. Supplies, food. So for all these supplies, office supplies, medical, lab, personal, supplies for drugs. Why do we have an account for supplies for drugs? Legal settlements. Anyways, let's just keep going. And we're at the end. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got something from it.